What's up? What's up, everybody? We here. We back. This government shutdown. They tripping, y'all. They are tripping. So let's get right into it. Let me get ready to share my screen. All right, let me blow it up. This is Hakeem Jeffries and another GOP representative lawyer. He's questioning Hakeem on why he hadn't voted yet, how he hadn't got the bill pushed through to keep the government going. And just checking my sounds and stuff. Welcome y'all to the show. Thought I'd do that. Anyway, he's checking him on asking him why he hadn't voted yet, so the American people who are not getting paid can get paid. All right? So I think it's real stupid for us to have a government where they holding the stocks and bonds from moving and keep them from making money and see what happens. So that's how it should be. I'm gonna lower my music down so y'all can hear exactly what's going on.
Did your boss Donald Trump? Did your boss Donald Trump give you permission? Yes, he is.
No, he's not. And by the way,
so let me ask you a
why
question.
did you vote to shut the government down? Why did you vote to shut it down?
Let me ask you a question.
For years, you always lectured.
You're making a show of this to
no,
make
it's
yourself
sad.
relevant.
It's sad. You could easily sign on to
You're embarrassing yourself
You could
right
sign
now.
on to this. The only embarrassment here is you.
You're an embarrassment.
You could sign on to the bill.
Let me ask you a question.
You have 4 Democrats on here. Why won't you sign on to it?
Let me ask you a question.
It's a clean extension for 1 year.
You voted for the one big ugly bill, correct?
I voted for a tax cut bill that gave the largest tax cut to Americans in history, including, by the way, the average New Yorker getting a 4 standard deduction. What you wanted to do?
Medicaid.
No, we voted out waste, fraud, and abuse, by the way. Tom DiNapoli, the Democratic controller of New York,
let me ask you a question.
Pointed out that $1.2 billion were wasted.
Listen, you're not going to talk to me. You're not going to talk to me and talk over me because you don't want to hear what I have to say.
Oh, I'm listening.
So why don't you just keep your mouth shut?
Oh,
because you showed up.
Is that the way to talk?
You showed up,
yeah.
And so you voted for this one big ugly bill.
I signed on to this. You can extend it right now.
A permanent extension of massive tax breaks for your billionaire donors.
So 90% of Americans.
So they can get a permanent extension.
90% of Americans take the standard deduction.
Is that right?
90% of Americans take the standard deduction.
Is that right?
If you had your way, the standard deduction would have been cut in half. That would have been a massive tax increase on Americans all across the country.
You're
you support
here,
that?
Unfortunately,
you're against lifting the cap on salt.
Of your billionaire donors.
The billionaire donors. Lifting the cap on salt, we put a income cap in place.
Where are the rest of your Republicans?
You wanted Republicans to be here. I'm here.
Why are you
and
here?
by the way, you can pass an ACA extension right now. Sign on to this bill.
Did your boss
sign on to the bill?
Is your boss Donald Trump behind it?
HR 5145. Why don't you get on it?
Mike, is your boss Donald Trump behind it?
Why won't you get on it?
Because you don't work for the American people.
The people of my district.
Is that why you?
I'm here.
You got 145,000.
By the way, I voted for a clean CR to keep the government open and funded. To know that you need 60 votes in the Senate.
Is that right? No.
Do you need 60 votes in the
Were 60 votes needed to pass your one big ugly bill?
Reconciliation, which you did with the IRA. Boy, that really reduced inflation.
Are you? Because you're afraid you're reelected now.
Because I actually enjoy this job, and I'm here to do it. And by the way, you could actually pass
you enjoy being a lackey for Donald
right
Trump?
now to ensure that people don't have health care premiums going up. Why won't you support this one-year bill?
Let me ask you a question.
Tom Suozzi's on it, Jared Golden.
Let me ask you a question.
Marie Glues.
Let me ask you a
Perez.
question.
Are they wrong?
Your other boss. The other boss guys, I challenged him to on the floor. Send you.
I have my constituents, the government, and my constituents are suffering as a result of your ridiculous ploy because you're sourcing from America.
Listen, you're a complete and total embarrassment right now.
Why is that? Because you don't want to answer the question?
Is this to be a gift?
You don't want to answer the question? You support Zora? And by the way, did you see a statement yesterday? Support that? Should he be the
I don't.
They're not phony.
Hit the floor.
There's 11 Republicans on it. There's 4 Democrats. It's a bipartisan bill to extend the Affordable Care Act subsidies. If you believe in it so much,
math?
why won't you? Why won't you sign on to it?
Do you understand math?
You could get your whole conference to sign on today.
220 Republicans in the House right now.
You have 215 Democrats. You have 215 Democrats. You could all sign on to this today with 11 Republicans. It'd be great. You haven't answered any of the questions.
You're a complete. Yeah. You're embarrassing yourself in your district right now, and you're going down to defeat next year.
Good luck.
Is this indicative of the tension in the county right now? I mean,
canceled if the government's still shut down?
Look, the fact is, House Republicans passed a clean seal. Chuck Schumer could end this today by going to the Senate floor and voting to open up the government. It's that simple. There's not much to do because Republicans did their jobs. Democrats are the ones staying away. The leader, he refused to sub the Affordable Care Act subsidies. If he just held a whole press conference about how important it is, why won't he sign on to the legislation that would extend it? They are so full of shit, it's not even funny.
But if the government is still shut down next week, do you think the House should return to session and work on appropriations or something?
I'm happy to come back. I'm here today. Obviously, he was questioning why I'm here. I'm here to do my job. But the fact is, we already passed a government funding extension. He voted no. He voted to shut the government down.
Do you think you accomplished anything right there? What do you think that?
Oh, he should be called for his hypocrisy. This is someone who lectured everyone last year about the need to keep the government open and funded, right? And what did he do? He voted to shut the government down. Why? Because he's petrified of AOC and Zohran Mamdani. That's what this is all about. It's not about health care. He could sign on to this bill right now. You just heard him. He wouldn't sign on to it. So if you really...
So here we are, people. I let that go on for 10 minutes and I'm gonna rewind it, and I want to get to the spot about right here. Now check this out again.
No, it's sad. It's sad. You could easily sign on to this.
You're embarrassing yourself right now.
You could sign on to this. The only embarrassment here is you.
You're in
He's actually embarrassing Hakeem. Hakeem is just ridiculous. I mean, he have no backbone. He has no backbone. You just seen that, and he almost got triggered. But this guy almost triggered him, and he out-talked him. So hand downs, Hakeem lost this battle. This real talk battle. Let's go to the part where I think he got triggered right in here.
You could sign on to the bill.
Let me ask you a question.
You have 4 Democrats on here. Why won't you sign on?
Let me ask you a question.
It's a clean extension for 1 year.
You voted for the one big ugly bill, correct?
I voted for a tax cut bill that gave the largest tax cut to Americans in history, including, by the way, the average getting $4,000. We voted out waste, fraud, and abuse. By the way, Tom DiNapoli, the Democratic controller of New York,
let me ask you a question.
Pointed out that $1.2 billion were wasted.
Listen, you're not going to talk to me.
See that right there? He got triggered. First of all, these are 2 idiots, man. They sitting up here arguing while people are not getting paid. I mean, most of these people, especially in the government, man, a lot of them don't make that much money. From the outset, that being said, you got these people who make a nice salary and they're getting their checks regardless whether the government shut down or not. Now that's the ridiculous part. We as American people are gonna pay these guys to sit up here and hold us hostage because they don't get along. They won't get along to sign a bill to, keep things moving. I mean, everybody on each side of these parties should be angry at their guy. Like, get the shit done. People are not supposed to go without checks because y'all don't get it done. At least give the people their money, then you do whatever the hell y'all want to do. But, it ain't working like that. When you got, suspected white supremacists in charge of all of this, they don't care about the people who don't get paycheck. Because if they did, they wouldn't even let it go that far. You know what I'm saying? And in their negotiating meetings, they would have cameras for the American people to see who the stupidest bastards in each party. I mean, we see it from the outside who the stupidest people are. And like I say, both of them are stupid. You know what I'm saying? These people don't give a damn about human beings. These corporations, they're lobbyists, they pay them and control them. They know what they want. It's like Hollywood. They know what you want. They know what you want. And if one director turns you down, it's hard to get another director to let you in. So the game is already rigged. These people know the game is rigged. Right? As Black Americans, Foundation Black Americans, this is something we have to stop. This government shutdown shit gotta stop. There shouldn't even be no way where people, because politicians can't settle none, that they stop a person from getting a check. It shouldn't be a law like that. I mean, that don't even make sense. I mean, you got 2 idiots right here arguing. If it's up to somebody to get a check, go ahead and sign the damn paper so the people can get a check. But like I said, it's all about immigrants and LGBTQ. That's all it's about. When it comes down to it, they want to give, I think, 1.5 billion or so for immigrants to be able to go to the medical, get health benefits when they're not citizens at all. They're not even supposed to get anything. Not even supposed to be here. They're here illegally. And they're going to put money in their hands and tell them they can go to the doctor. It's like you going to their country, going to the doctor and never pay the bill. Their citizens would have to pay the bill. They're not going to do that. But you got corporate and lobbyists want these people to come over here to work for them for cheap, so they can keep the prices down. You know what I'm saying? They can keep the wages low. That's slavery. That's the buffer class between Black Americans and white Americans. They put the immigrants in the middle because they're so backstabbish. They come from backstabbing countries. If you watch these people come over here and you watch their country, if you go and study what's over there, they doing over there, that's all they do. Backstab each other. They grow up like that. That's natural to them. But it's not natural to us. Like I say, Foundation Black American, we the peacekeepers. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we'll be peaceful until you force us to take a hand and show you who boss. You know what I'm saying? Just look at these stupid ass people, man.
You're not going to talk to me and talk over me because you don't want to hear what I have to say.
Oh, I'm listening.
So why don't you just keep your mouth shut?
Oh,
because you showed up.
Is that the way
you showed up? You showed up,
yeah.
And so you voted for this one big ugly bill.
Look, he's so angry he forgot what he was talking about. See, when somebody gets you that angry, when they got the upper hand on you in conversation, you got to be ready to stay ready. He know he's lying about what he's doing. The dude got him. He trapped him. He met him out there. He was ready for the fight. Then he come over here because he think he's somebody. The dude outboxed him. He just took a L right in front of everybody. He took a L. Like I say, both parties are ignorant, but this is all about immigrants. They're holding American people hostage so they can fund immigrants. It ain't about the health care. That Obamacare shit is high. If you get a job and you working, they double the premium or triple it. The premiums, the copay, they double that shit. Triple it. If you get a job, it's good. If you ain't got no job, if you sitting on your ass, Obamacare is good. But soon as you turn a penny, they gonna dime your ass. Okay, so it's give and take in that Obamacare. The only thing good about it is they take you if you don't have any money, and they take you if you already have pre-existing conditions. So, but this is all about immigrants, y'all. This ain't about us. They want to put money in these immigrant hands to keep them over here. The Democrats, man, look how many motherfucking immigrants they let over here. Let them do whatever the fuck they want, and had money for them, and had hotels, and had transportation. They ain't never gave black people all that. And we are the American citizens. We are the only American citizens. Everybody else in this country are immigrants. The Caucasians are immigrants. That's why they backstab each other. The Africans are immigrants. That's why they backstab each other. If you go anywhere else in this country, all them trying to get over here so they can get in between us. This is our thing. We built this shit. The blood of our family or our ancestry. This is our blood. This is our sweat. This is our tears. This is our pain. America belongs to us. But until we realize that, until all the black men realize that, we're going to be in this situation right here watching these idiots make stupid decisions for us. These are idiots. There is no way, if we were in control as black people, Foundation Black Americans, we would not hold anybody check because we don't get along. Because we can't come to an agreement. We're not gonna let you go. You can't feed your family. You know, you can't pay a light bill because, damn, they holding my check. That is the stupidest thing in the world to do to somebody. And they got to do a show, right? This is just a show. These people, him and this guy probably meeting, they probably kissing in the background. It's a bunch of gay or lesbian or transit or LGBT people in both these parties. They party together. They hang out together. They have men retreats. The women have women retreats. These are AKAs and Sega folks. You know, whatever you want to call them. That's them. The boule. That's them. You see, these are sick, degenerate people. Because nobody with a common sense, with a heart, would have you and your family not getting a paycheck when most of us live paycheck to paycheck. You dig what I'm saying? Nobody would do that with a heart, with a bright mind, with intelligence. But these are evil people. They don't care if you eat. You know what I'm saying? That's why I didn't vote for neither one of these people. Unless they give us an anti-crime bill, anti-black crime bill, or or reparations. We ain't got nothing to do with these people. Let them keep. This is what they do. They fight each other all day. This is the immigrant display. You see what I'm saying? This is immigrant behavior. Shit like this. We don't do shit like this.
Yes, you can extend it right now.
A permanent extension of massive tax breaks for your billionaire donors.
So 90% of Americans.
So they can get a permanent extension.
90% of Americans take the standard deduction.
Is that right?
90% of Americans take the standard deduction.
Is that right?
If you had your way, the standard deduction would have been cut in half. That would have been a massive tax increase on Americans all across the country.
You're
you support
here,
that?
Unfortunately,
you're against lifting the cap on.
See, he's throwing battle blows to Hakeem. Hakeem is a no good Democrat leader. He's weak. He does what the lobbyists and corporations tell him, which, you know, when you're in those type positions, you can't be funded by other people. Like Trump, you don't give a damn which way the Republican go. His paper tight. You know what I'm saying? As far as being a leader. You know what I'm saying? He is standing on something. These motherfuckers here, they don't stand on shit. They got weak backbones. They rather see you suffer than to stand up to Trump and say, hey, we don't want the American people to go about it without a check. We'll do this if you do this. And then they still walk out there as weak ass people, not doing nothing. That's weakness. When you don't do nothing to fix a situation before it's harmful to the citizens, that's weakness. How can you do that to your people, your so-called constituents? You know what I'm saying? So both these parties play this stupid ass game with people's lives. We as American citizens should go against this type of shit. We all should put all their asses out and put a whole new team that really represent the people and no corporation or no lobbyist can fund a person enough where they blackmail these people or put their business out there or keep them from eating because they don't go to where they want them to go. Or, put a hit out on them, shit like that. None of that shit should be going on. But because you have the system of white supremacy, this is what you got. This is what you're dealing with. This system needs to be taken away. The system needs to be destroyed. You know what I'm saying? We cannot keep going through shit like this. Look at these idiots.
Billionaire donors lifting the cap on salt. We put a income cap in place.
Why are you here right now?
Where the rest didn't you want all Republicans to be here? I'm here.
Where are the rest of your Republican
You wanted
colleagues?
Republicans to be here. I'm here.
Why are you
And
here?
by the way, you can pass an ACA extension right now. Sign on to this bill.
Did your boss
Sign
Donald
on
Trump?
to the bill.
Is your boss Donald Trump behind you?
See, he deflecting. The man is study hitting him with body blows, and he deflecting. He don't want to answer the question. I want to answer the question. So, shh. You don't want to answer the question.
5145. Why don't you get on it?
My boss Donald Trump behind that?
Why won't you get on it?
Because you don't work for the American people.
Oh, I do. I work for the people of New York. I work for the people of my district.
Is that why you?
I'm here.
You got 145,000.
By the way, I voted open funded. You voted to shut it
You're
down.
embarrassing yourself right now.
Yeah, leader, with all due
Well, as we would
respect,
say
you're the
back in
one.
why are you playing yourself?
You're the one
Why are
who
you playing
actually
yourself with
voted
these
to shut
theatrics?
the government down.
Actually, you
It's
know
sad.
that's not true.
It's sad. You voted to shut the government down.
Do Republicans control the House, the Senate, and the President?
Right, and you're smart enough to know that you need 60 votes in the Senate,
Is
right?
that right? No.
Do you need 60 votes in the Senate
Were
or no?
60 votes needed to pass your one big ugly bill?
Reconciliation, which you did with the IRA. Boy, that really reduced inflation.
Are you
did
trying
a
to
great job
elevate
there.
yourself because you're
I'm
afraid
not
you're
trying
about
to
to lose
elevate
election?
No, I'm not going
Why aren't you running
to ensure that people don't have health care premiums going up. Why won't you support this one in your book?
Let me ask you a question.
Tom Swazi's on it, Jared Golden,
Let me ask you a question.
Marie
Let me ask you a
Glusenkamp
question.
Perez.
Let me ask
Are
you a
they
question.
wrong?
Your
Tom
other,
Davis?
your other boss,
Are they wrong?
your other boss, Mike Johnson, I challenged him to a debate
Yeah.
on the floor. Did he send you?
No, I'm here
On
on
his
my
behalf,
behalf
'cause
of
he's
my
afraid to debate.
constituents
Is
because
that
you
right?
shut the government down. And my constituents are suffering as a result of your ridiculous ploy because you're so afraid of Zohran Mamdani. By the way, when are you endorsing him?
By the way,
do you endorse him for mayor?
First of all, are you?
You can endorse him for mayor?
Listen, you're a
So-
complete and
As you can see, these are body blows. These are body blows. He took a L. Let me put some. Give me 1 second here. You got a few things. Fair Use YouTube, Facebook. The Hill. Appreciate the article, the video here. You see some of my information at the bottom of your screen right now. That's how you can reach me, sponsor me, look out for me, buy tickets, concert tickets from me, go to my website, that's it right there. Get you some steaks on me, not on me, but from me. If you go there, you can get you some good old steaks and New York strips, stuff like that. Anyway, we bump a little more music. We turn it up a little bit and we're gonna bounce on out of here. And I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good night.